friends. If this microphone is working, you should be able to hear me. But I suppose I'll find out afterwards when I watch the archive. I'm Dave from A Link to the Cast, and I'm just going to give you a quick tour of my world in Minecraft. The main reason I'm doing this stream now is firstly, well, to figure out how streaming works on the PS4. I tried it a bit the other day with Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox One. You might have seen that stream. But this is my first attempt at streaming on PS4. So I'm just going to be a quick tour of the things myself and my friend Ben have been doing in our little Minecraft world here on PS4. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hello, Mark. So I'll wake up so I hopefully don't get attacked. The last thing I want is for the internet to see me panic like a tiny child when I get attacked. So when I started in this world, I started kind of a few blocks over this way, and the first place I encountered was this little hut here, thinking that this would be kind of, you know, the hub for my world, but I have a habit of going off wandering even when I don't really know where I'm going. So I'm going to show you how kind of myself and eventually Ben, when he came and joined me online in this world, started building this world together. Oh, Mr. Spider. So yeah, I never thought before I came out on PS4 that I'd become one of those kind of Minecraft guys. You know, I was a Lego kid growing up, so a lot of the creativity aspect of the game really appeals to me, but I didn't think I'd end up sinking hours and hours and hours into it, which I have done a bit. Oh, hello, tiny zombie. There we go. That's him dealt with. This wall wasn't originally here. This is of my own wonderfully artistic design, just this giant wall. We are one and the same. It's kind of creepy, Mark. Kind of creepy. Okay, so this is the first guardhouse I ended up building. This was a long time after I discovered this place, but built it around the wall to kind of get in and out of the place without having to hack away a couple of blocks of the wall at a time. When I wandered away from that hut I showed you at the start, I found kind of the bare bones of a village, which kind of formed the foundation or the center of the town, full of priests and villagers and stuff like that. And I went in, cleaved them to bits, killed them all, and kind of now have this town to myself. We'll come back to this area in a second. This is all stuff we built. But I want to take it to the center of the town to start off with, the kind of the area that was already here to begin with. So all this paving, the kind of the cobblestone and the sandstone, is all Ben's work. I can't take the credit for that. He meticulously went around and resurfaced the whole town. But the kind of the main houses around here, the kind of these 3 or 4, and the thing that forms the kind of cornerstone of my house, they were all here to start with. The well was here, the little lookout here. Originally there was a kind of similar house that matches the aesthetic of these over here for Ben's, but kind of it became a running joke that every time Ben came online, a creeper would blow up part of his house. So he ended up building this massive house that's a little bit raised. The creepers haven't come in a couple of days, so he must be doing something right this time. So I'll take you into my house. And kind of, we found this village, obviously. We erected a nice little memorial there for the priests I killed so that we could have a nice village to live in. We wouldn't have to start from scratch. I thought it was a nice touch, but yeah. Anyway. So we go in here. And this is kind of my gaff here. Used to have a bed and an enchantment table on the lot here. But I kind of, anyone plays Minecraft, they'll know that sometimes Minecraft just won't let you sleep at night if there's enemy mobs outside that can see you or kind of close enough to you. There's always sheep getting into my conservatory out here. Yeah, they won't let you sleep if the kind of enemy mobs are too near. So that started bothering me after a while. And I said to Ben that kind of was happening to him too. And I said, it would be great to like build somewhere kind of underground that the enemies couldn't get to, and we could sleep then, and we wouldn't have to kind of go out, fight them, and run back or anything like that, risk our lives. So there's a lookout tower up there. That came with the house as well. But yeah, we pop down here in these little. I saw kind of on a YouTube video how to build these kind of water elevators using these ladders to kind of fill the block space here, so the water will just sit on top of it. Come down here through this tunnel. Nice bit of artwork there. We hang a right here. And this is the area that myself and Ben dug out by ourselves. It took an unreasonable amount of time because there was a lot of kind of sand, soft sand up here that would just keep collapsing in on us. So we had a lot of roof collapses when we were digging out this area. We call this area the Bat Cave because we're sad like that. But we have kind of like the bare essentials of stuff you kind of need. Just start filling chests with kind of like all this kind of stuff. Yep, Mark, this is exactly how my real house looks. Precisely how. So we got diamonds in there. We've actually started getting, it took us ages to start kind of figuring out the levels at which you find diamonds the most, and now we're in the money, so to speak. Magical shite, that's just kind of enchanted books and stuff we find near monster spawners. Kind of boats and mine carts go in there. Emeralds, which are, as far as I'm concerned, completely fucking useless. And stuff we brought back from the nether. Got your furnaces here for building stuff. Out here, just rode it to Brian's house. Brian plays this with us sometimes, so we have a tunnel that goes up from here into his house. Back here behind this little artwork, we have, right, it's this side, yeah, there we go. You kind of go through the painting, secret door, pretty handy. And it brings us down to a little mine where we're still exploring down there. We haven't kind of gotten everything we want out of there yet, so we haven't kind of sealed up the mine shaft yet. Coming out of here, obviously there's a tunnel that goes directly up into Ben's house as well. But something else I did, because kind of I hated having to like occasionally bring down my bed and stuff like that, and then kind of like leave things like my diamond pickaxe and stuff in my chest upstairs where it could get blown up by creepers and stuff. So you see the artwork we walked past earlier on, much like in the Bat Cave, this is a secret way down. And where this leads you is to my actual room. So there's my bed in there. Hello. Hi, Dan. Not much, Dan. Just streaming away. Brony's down, so possibly not. We'll talk about it, sure. Anyway, yeah, we'll have a chat. So this is my actual room. I put lava behind the walls here. The lava wasn't here to begin with. I just started grabbing pails of lava and bringing them down. And this is kind of how I like the room. And then I've got my enchantment table down there. This doesn't lead anywhere, much like every other painting seems to in our world. Got some torches here. It's nice little water in the middle. Some chests with some of the kind of the stuff I built and found in it that isn't kind of part of our wider community. Big air quotes there. So coming away up here and back up to our little town. There's some more cool stuff to show you guys. Mark would probably be angry with me if I didn't kind of pimp our stuff. If you're new to listening to any of our coverage, you should probably go to linktothecast.wordpress.com to check out the stuff we've been doing up there. Weekly podcast called Link to the Cast. It's good times, myself and Mark, once a week, thereabouts, a week, 10 days, talking about the latest news in games and some classic games as well. Anyway, some more stuff around our town. This is the church Ben built. What do we call it? We have a theme for naming stuff around kind of where we're building, where we name them after, we name religious sites after good footballers usually, and like there's a temple out this way and I'll get to that, but then kind of like churches and other sort of stuff, name them after shit footballers. So we have the Raymond van der Gouw Church. If we come out this way, so we got the Way of St. John O'Shea out this way. And this brings us to, this was something I had already taken over the village myself and killed everybody and started building my own stuff before I realised it was actually a temple out this way. I made the tunnel out to it myself. There's a little kind of, these temples randomly spawn near some of the villages. And there's some cool stuff sometimes in it, but this is the Temple of Saint Zlatan, because obviously. It's starting to get a bit dark there, I think. But one of the coolest things that I designed in this village that I want to show you guys, well, two of the coolest things actually. So we kind of discovered that sometimes when we went off rambling, before we were intelligent enough to bring maps and compasses with us and stuff, that it was a hard time trying to figure out exactly where our village was. So I built that, which legitimately goes up into the clouds. It's built that high up. Do we have a name for it? Yes, the Peter Crouch Memorial Tower. There you have it. And that brings us to the Ashley Young diving pool, the function of which I'll now demonstrate. So again, instead of a ladder in here, we got all fancy and built a water elevator. So this takes a while to get up because I kind of didn't think about how long it would take to get up. I just wanted to build a tower as high as possible without any kind of, mature thought put into, God, it's going to take me like almost a solid minute to get up this thing most of the time, even using the water elevator. And I am aware that using a normal ladder probably would have been slightly quicker, but, the hell with that. So let's get all the way up here. And this is up in the Peter Crouch Tower, where you get an absolutely amazing view of, as far as the game will load. So you can see out there where we have like a little beacon. When we went off searching for kind of different villages around, we'd leave kind of little towers with torches on top of them that we'd go sleep on. And then going up here. And the whole purpose of this diving pool that we talked about is to do this. Because we are giant children. Okay. We shall go and sleep because it's nighttime, and then I'll kind of finish off showing you the different stuff you can see around here. So those trapdoor that kind of gets down to my room pretty quick, just because I was sick of going down all those stairs when I was running away from things. Okay. So we're awake now. A zombie is following me down here. Downside of having a shortcut, I suppose. Now. Daytime again, So the other kind of prized location that we built is this rather grim structure, the skull that cries lava. I don't know what kind of deep recesses of my brain it came from, but we call it Castle Dave Skull. Because again, we're massive children, and all this is the area where we put our nether portal.